Hey everyone, Ed Hopkins here with the Ultimate Closing Machine. Just want to tell you a little bit about the Pro version of the Ultimate Closing Machine and what features come with the Pro and what's ahead. First, I'm going to show you in the actual scheduling of the webinars. You can elect to have in the Pro a chat notification email. So anytime somebody asks a question inside of the live quote-unquote webinar, that chat notification will go to any email you designate here. It could be a salesman, it could be you, it could be one of your VAs. It's totally up to you what you want to put in there, but this is great because now you can give instant feedback to those customers' questions via email as well if for some reason you cannot be live on the webinar. It's also great so your salesman, if you're putting salesman emails in here, they know exactly how to answer those questions, so they will respond to those people one by one as they come in. So that's one huge feature that's in the Pro version. Next, in the media settings, we have the live event. This allows you to run live Google Hangout events inside of the Ultimate Closing Machine. And what it does, anytime you create a live Google Hangout event, you can have that streamed through YouTube. All you need to do is just enter the URL of the YouTube embed here, and what will happen is you can use this system to collect all the registrations and to display the webinar, but they don't have to sign up for the Google Hangouts because many of you know when too many people get on a Google Hangout, it tends to kind of get very buggy. Now this just allows just you or whoever else on the Google Hangout doing the presentation, and your viewers can watch comfortably with no bugs and no issues from within inside the Ultimate Close Machine. So that's another feature that comes with the Pro, and it's a must-have feature. Lastly, with the Pro version, you get the ability to send a replay automatically. Once you set the cron job to fire every 15 minutes inside of your host, this will send the replay at whatever time you designate after the webinar ends. So it's all automated. You don't have to program and do your Aweber settings to do that. This is all done automatically within the system. Next, what's coming down the pipe? Let me show you. Coming in version 1.2, we have recurring auto webinars. So you'll be able to set one webinar schedule and check it off, and that will recur at the same time every day or at whatever separation of days that you set it for. Another cool feature, so you can just set one schedule and be done with it. You don't have to keep creating schedules. Next is split testing between webinars. Let's say if we had this webinar set up and this webinar set up, we want to know which one converts the most sales. By doing the split testing, we'll be able to determine which has the most success and just use that webinar going forward. So another huge feature coming down the pipe in just a couple weeks. Next, we have the cookied webinar registration. Now what would happen here on the cookied registration is, let me go to the registration page. When the person goes to register, they're going to have an option to choose a time from the time that they visited this page for an upcoming webinar that just happens to be running a few hours later than when they arrived. So this is cool. If they for some reason they come in here and they register and they miss the call and they come back to register for another webinar, they're not going to be able to register. It's going to make it seem real. Like, we don't run webinars all night as a company, so they'd have to be signing up for the next webinar, which is on the next day. So that's another cool feature that just adds realism to the whole thing. And next, we go back to the upgrade page. We are working on a Play Store and iTunes mobile webinar app, and this will allow your customers, after registration, they'll be able to watch the webinar on their mobile device. And we all know that the current hiccup with mobile devices is it doesn't allow playing of HTML5 video automatically. What's going to happen here is we're going to embed this inside of an app. This will allow us control over what auto plays to the end user that is watching the webinar. So that's coming down the line. We're working out all the particulars on all of these now. These should be coming probably in a month or so. So just keep your eye out there, but it's a very good idea that you definitely get the Pro version, because once you get the Pro version, you get access to all these features. Now, as a regular owner of the Ultimate Closing Machine, you do have access to bug fixes and general script improvements. So this is Ed Hopkins signing off from the Ultimate Closing Machine. I hope you love it.